Bruce Lee vs. Ip Man. Donnie Yen, the ultimate master versus his greatest student. Imagine this, what happens when the most legendary martial arts master faces off against his most famous and skilled student. Ip Man, the grandmaster of Wing Chun, the man who taught Bruce Lee everything about combat, against Bruce Lee, the martial artist who surpassed every limit and created his own unstoppable fighting style. If these two warriors clashed in a battle for the age, who would emerge victorious? We gave this epic and impossible fight to artificial intelligence to simulate and determine the final outcome. But before we jump into the fight, let's analyze both fighters in detail. Ip Man, the master of Wing Chun. Ip Man was a living legend, the grandmaster who perfected the art of Wing Chun and passed it down to Bruce Lee himself. His fighting style focused on fluid movements, defensive precision, and overwhelming counterattacks. Flawless defense. His Wing Chun blocks and counters were designed to neutralize any attacks instantly. Unstoppable chain punches. He could unleash a flurry of rapid strikes that overwhelmed opponents. Calm and strategic mind. Unlike Bruce Lee's explosive energy, Ip Man relied on patience and perfect technique. Experience over power. Having fought countless opponents, he knew exactly how to control a fight and read his enemy's moves. But can even a master defeat his own student who evolved beyond traditional techniques? Bruce Lee, the evolution of martial arts. Bruce Lee took everything he learned from Ip Man and transformed it into something even greater. He didn't just study Wing Chun, he combined it with boxing, kickboxing, fencing, wrestling, and his own philosophy to create Jeet Kune Do. Lightning speed. Bruce Lee's strikes were faster than the human eye could track. Explosive power. Despite his lightweight frame, his punches and kicks carried devastating force. Adaptive fighting style. Unlike Ip Man's structured Wing Chun, Bruce Lee could change his approach instantly to counter any opponent. Unpredictable movements. His attacks came from every angle, making it nearly impossible to anticipate his next move. But will this modernized approach be enough to defeat the traditional master? The fight. When the master battles his own legacy. Round 1. The test of skill. Ip Man takes a calm defensive stance, waiting for Bruce Lee to make the first move. Bruce Lee circles around him, testing his reactions with quick feints and light kicks. Then lightning fast Bruce throws a straight punch, but Ip Man effortlessly deflects it with Wing Chun's soft redirection. Round 2. Speed versus experience. Bruce Lee realizes he won't break through with conventional attacks. He switches to a combination of boxing and fencing footwork, closing the gap with sudden bursts of movement. Ip Man, tough older, remains calm and precise, using Wing Chun's economy of motions to minimize effort and deflect attacks. Suddenly, Bruce Lee lands a powerful sidekick to Ip Man's ribs. The master staggers slightly, but his eyes remains focused. Round 3. The turning point. Now Ip Man changes tactics. Instead of just defending, he steps forward with a chain punches barrage. Bruce Lee is momentarily caught off guard as Ip Man closes the distance and attacks relentlessly. But Bruce adapts in an instant, shifting into counter-striking mode. With a devastating punch to the solar plexus, Bruce disrupts Ip Man's rhythm and lands a final decisive strike. Final verdict. What does AI say? We ran this battle through artificial intelligence, analyzing every factor: speed, power, technique, strategy, and adaptability. And now the results are in. Final analysis. If the fight stays tactical and strategic, the likely winner, Ip Man. His mastery of Wing Chun's defense and counterattacks could neutralize most of Bruce Lee's assaults. If the fight becomes dynamic and fast-paced, the likely winner, Bruce Lee. His agility, adaptability, and explosive power would allow him to land decisive strikes. But in a real fight, AI determined Bruce Lee by a very narrow margin wins the battle. AI concluded that Bruce Lee's superior speed, unpredictability, and ability to adapt gave him the edge in a prolonged fight. While Ip Man's techniques is flawless, Bruce Lee's raw speed and innovation push him just beyond his master's reach. But do you agree with AI's conclusion? Could Ip Man with his wisdom and skill actually defeat Bruce Lee? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more legendary battles.